Hey world, what's up? It is week 29 with Ohio Trans Kings, and you're here on another Thursday with me, True Life Ted. This week's topic is a pretty good one that I suggested, so I'm pretty proud of myself. And I'm just going to paraphrase. It's essentially whether or not we believe that being FTM has become a fad due to the emergence of a large FTM community in cyberspace and in real life, or whether or not that emergence of community has created a more comfortable and supportive environment for more individuals to come out. I am of the belief that, there are good and bad things that come along with media presence and with the emergence of large, strong communities. One of the best things that has come out of the emergence of a large and forceful FTM community is the support that comes with it. For a long time, transgender meant white, middle class, male to female. And that's no longer the case anymore. Now we see trans individuals who are people of color. We see people who are poor. We see people who are rich. We see people who are FTM. We see people who are MTF. We see folks who are young, who are old, and who are in between. Non-op, post-op, pre-op, no hormones, hormones for life, etc. There's all different types of ways to transition, and so far so good when it comes to portraying those different ways to transition in the spotlight and creating less of a taboo feeling for the transgender community, which is fantastic. Unfortunately, one of the bad things that come with the trans community becoming less taboo and moving into mainstream in the forefront, you get people who, in their own way, trying to either fit in or come up with an identity that fits them, they jump on the bandwagon. I'm not afraid to be a douchebag, so don't worry, Donnie, I got it covered. I'll be the D-bag for the week. I do believe that there are individuals, especially in the FTM community, who are jumping on that trans bandwagon, who want to belong to a community so bad that they'll pick the one that's the most popular. It's a lot easy, in my opinion, it's a lot easier for a person to, quote unquote, fake being FTM than it is being MTF, simply because there's, it's more socially acceptable for women or for female-bodied people to dress in men's clothes, to have more masculine mannerisms than it is for men or male-bodied people to do the same with their feminine counterparts, their feminine clothing, mannerisms, etc. So, even if you aren't trans, it's easy for you to pretend that you are. There's a large segment of the trans community that doesn't do hormones, that doesn't do surgeries. So you can just say you're one of those folks and no one would know the wiser other than yourself, which is terrible. I'm personally offended at anybody who would pretend to be trans, because, in my opinion, it marginalizes those of us who legitimately are trans, and we struggle every day for years and years and years to get to a place of peace within ourselves. So, with that being said, I would also like to say that if you come out to me, or you, live your life as an out trans person, it's not my place to judge you. It's not my place to say you're faking it. I'm just letting it be known that there are people out there who do that. Being FTM in particular, because this is an FTM channel, has become kind of cool. It's one of the new taboo things to come mainstream side, just like a couple years ago, being bisexual came out of the closet and into mainstream life, and all of a sudden it felt like everyone was bisexual. Everyone was coming out as bisexual. Just like years ago, gay men having straight women as their friends. That was a secret underground thing that came to light, and all of a sudden every gay man had a fag hag. All of a sudden in all the gay clubs there were tons and tons of single straight women accompanying these gay men. Coincidence? I think not. Being trans is definitely a life-changing. Coming out as trans and formulating your own specific transition plan and transition journey is such a life-altering and life-changing decision that my advice to anyone who feels like they may be transgendered is to take a second and think for yourself. Don't count on YouTube videos, live journal posts, your friends on Facebook, guys and some community activists or support group to make those decisions for you. If you have access to a non-biased person to talk to, like a counselor or a mental health professional, then seek them out and definitely use that resource. I'm not saying that therapy works for everyone. I'm not saying that therapy is the only way to come to the realization that you're trans and that you want to transition, but it's a good starting place. Don't let the people that you see, don't get caught up in the hype. Don't get caught up in, oh, look, that guy looks, oh, I hate myself as a girl, so I think I'm going to be a boy, because look at all these FTM guys on YouTube. They look so good with hormones. They look so good with surgery, blah, blah, blah. Don't get caught up in the hype. Don't do it to yourself, because you don't want to go 5, 10, 15 years down the road and regret the fact that you had top surgery, or that you've been on T, and or that you changed your name, or that you did this, or that you did that. You want to be sure, because this life, this FTM thing, it's not easy, and it's definitely not for everyone. It can be incredibly difficult, but I will say that for every section of your life and every section of your transition that's difficult, the reward is so great and so amazing. So, yeah, now that I'm getting off my soapbox and done preaching, make sure to tune in every day or every other day to Ohio Trans Kings. Check us all out. Check us out on our personal channels. My personal channel is Transman34. I will start putting up more videos. I had a pageant that ate my life, but now that's over and I'm starting to prepare for another one, but that's of no consequence. So check us out here every week. Subscribe, comment, etc. Check me out on Transman34, my personal channel, and I will see y'all next week. Peace out.